What's up guys, it's John Reeves Live, and today we're going to be continuing our BTS solo reactions. These are so freaking good. I am so excited about these three songs. First, this is Don't Ever Say You Love Me featuring RM. This is a song I've never heard. I've never seen this music video. So I'm very excited to be diving into this one, really getting into that. And then we've got Halsey featuring Suga, and this is Lilith. I absolutely love this song for Diablo 4. I think they crushed this together, and I love this music video. I'm excited to dive back into that one and really kind of reanalyze that. And then last is Dear Army, Jimin. And guys, to be honest with you, this is probably one of my favorite Jimin performances of all time. Thank y'all so much for clicking on this video, and if y'all are new to my channel, please smash that sub button. Let's do this. 3, 2, 1, boom! That was freaking awesome. Already I can tell this video is going to be like visually really interesting, and RM's got such a way of picking videos and picking like songs that have just a unique style and feel to them, and they're very artistic, and I like that a lot. 잊을 수 있을까 아무도 모르게 끝이 오고 있는 우리의 사랑은 기억은 그렇게 날 쉽게 잊은 채 마주치지 못하게 너를 빼앗아갔네 다시는 사랑한단 말하지 마 다시는 우리라고 하지 마 지금 이곳을 나가면 너와 나 도착하는 사랑의 마지막. Okay, so again, like look how visually cool this is, and it's so simplistic, but it's very artistic. Also, that kind of is representative of his voice here. His voice is very soft, not challenging, but it's also beautiful. He's got a very soft and elegant voice, and it flows really well with what he's doing here. 네가 보여줬던 마음과 주었던 사랑이란 거짓말 이제 모두 가져가 그리고 다시 나를 찾지 마. Dang.
Love is violence. You didn't know that somebody someday is gonna break all of the silence. We're losing the balance. Lost all the pilots, lost in the train, lost in the city. You begging for the pity. 그냥 가져. 날 망치고 너는 또 영영 행복하려. 이제 가져. 이제 가져. 그냥. Come to the low side.
Oh God, yeah.
거짓말이 된 모든 chemistry. To the low side. Wanna fucking die when you next to me.
These lyrics.
To the low side. But so I can't remember how it used to be. Honesty is the policy. Don't you say you loving me? Hey, hey.
That was beautiful, and these strings that are accompanying all this sound so freaking good. I gotta go back so I can hear where it's going to. His voice, his feature here is so different. I don't think I've ever heard a feature of RM that's like this soulful. I don't know, man. I'm liking it. I'm liking this a lot, actually. It sounds really cool. Going back a little bit.
Don't you say you loving me? Hey, hey.
돌아갈 수 없는 우리. 더는 아무것도 아니게.
He holds his microphone differently.
끝이 어딘지 모르게 falling.
Oh, wow.
떨어지네.
Oh my God, that's so cool looking.
I
love this so freaking much, man.
나를 찾지 마.
That is so beautiful. Okay, so visually, as simplistic as that video was until the very end there, that was stunning. That looks so freaking cool. And that song reflected the video a lot, man. I love whenever I see things like that that are visually just as much as the music. They represent each other in a very cool way. How soft Cold's voice is, I really enjoyed that. He's got a very R&B and soulful vibe to him, but then RM coming in with him being like the lower tone, like the bass in this, was really, really cool and interesting, and I think that that suits RM's vocals very much so. I really enjoyed like the very ending, the crescendo that happened with RM singing over him kind of doing those oohs. That sounded so beautiful. That sounded so good. And the strings that were accompanying it. And then visually, like the sea storm that was happening in the air, the actual whirlpool that was going on the floor. It was so visually cool. If you listen to this song with like headphones in, it definitely has that kind of everything, so much is going on. It's like a storm at the very end of that song. Beautiful, and I would love to watch this video with some lyrics, but I couldn't find any lyrics on the actual music video anywhere. But either way, guys, next one is Lilith, and this is Halsey featuring Suga, and I think this is such a freaking cool music video. I cannot wait to watch this again. Freaking swipe it!
The more that you have, the more that they take.
Okay, really quick. The way that the word take, that last note, goes through this entire song. So they took that note and they just stretched it out, the last little thing. And I love how they do that. Oftentimes, bands and musicians will do one single note like that and they'll mess with it a little bit throughout the song, but it will normally be on like a strings or something along those lines. Not normally a vocal thing like that. And I love the fact that they did that in this song. It's so unique and it has a tone that just sets that entire thing. In fact, I'd really be curious to know what note she's actually hitting there. There's probably a meaning behind that note of some sort.
Well, I'm perfection when it comes to indiscretion. I fuck around and just succumb to my aggression. I taste blood and it's turned to an obsession. Baby, I'm confessing, yeah. You got me thinking that I was too mean. Well, everything that I say, I believe. Tuck a knife with my heart up my sleeve and change like a season. Reason for nothing. I am
He's so awesome.
I've been corrupted. And by now I don't need a fucking introduction. I've been gone, 'cause I've been on this road too long. You know I get too caught up in the
This chorus is so catchy, man. Dude, the drum beat in the chorus there is so like repetitive, but just marching almost. It's like, it's beautiful. I love the drum beat that's going on in there. It sounds so cool, but the horns and the strings that are accompanying everything, it just makes this feel so cinematic. And then Halsey's voice over all that, and then later on Suga's voice over all of it. It's so dynamic. This song has such depth and texture. It's perfect.
I got a problem doing
video
things I'm
too.
not supposed to, but you did anything I told you. 'Cause you let anybody with a body control you, and you know me too. You got me feeling like I've been too mean. And everything that I say I believe. Tuck a knife with my heart up my sleeve and fuck like a demon. Do it like nothing. I am disgusting. I've been corrupted, and by now I don't need no help to be destructive.
Dude, I love that line so much.
Caught up in a moment, you can call it love if you show it. We just fuck things up, yeah I noticed, hear me, yeah I noticed. Step out of the moment, just been trapping you in all this negativity of hate and insanity. Don't dwell on the past, it's time to make a change. Look around, believing what you see, I have returned to hell.
That line is so wild where he says, I have returned to hell. It's so freaking wild hearing Suga saying that. And like them harmonizing in the chorus, everything right here.
It's time to make a change. Look around, believing what you see, I have returned to hell.
I get too caught up in a moment. I can't call it love if I show
have you noticed? Tell me, have you noticed? I get too caught up in the moment. I can't fall in love cause I'm focused. I just fuck things up if you notice. Have you noticed? Tell me, have you noticed?
The more that you give away, the more that you have, the more that you give away. The more that you have, the more that you give away. The more that you have, the more that they say.
I love that beat so much. It takes a lot for somebody to be able to hold their own against Suga in a music video. And I think Halsey did a very, very good job of that. Not only because she was the primary focus of a lot of the video, but even whenever there were scenes where it was like flashbacks between Halsey and Suga, I think they both did such a good job of being very present, very like fierce in this music video. And then also vocally, I think they stood out so well. Like Suga's parts there were amazing. I was really anticipating those, but what I wasn't anticipating is liking Halsey's parts so much as well too. I think this was one of my favorite co-collabs of Suga. I think Suga did a great job in this. It's kind of leaning more towards like the darker, heavier side of music, and so naturally I'm more appealed to that. Genuinely love that song, and I'm really, really stoked for this next one, which is a live acoustic performance of Dear Army by Jimin, and I freaking love this. I cannot wait. Let's get into it right now. Swipe it one last time. I freaking love this guitar riff so much.
또 어떻게 저럴지 서툴기만 하네요. 뻔하단 걸 알지만 가볍지 않도록 이 말을 전할게요.
His voice is so soft, but he's able to hit these beautiful, beautiful notes in these softer stylings. I think it's like, there's one big thing that appeals to me about Jimin as a vocalist. It's just him being able to take his voice in this like angelic range that I've never been able to really get my voice perfectly in there. That sounds so cool, and I love that.
I say, oh, oh, 더 행복하길 바래요. 난 넘어질 때면 내게 계속 내밀어주던 you. I say, oh, oh, 이제 내가 잡아줄게요. 울고 싶을 때면 넘어지지는 않도록.
I love the way that he held out that last note there too. He just kind of let it linger just a little bit longer, and it just sounded beautiful.
시간이 흐른 뒤에도 우린 그대로일까. 처음 만난 그때처럼.
So clear. It's so beautiful.
우리가 함께라면 사막도 바다가 될 수 있던 그때 그 모습 그대로. I say, oh, oh, 꼭 영원하길 바래요.
Whenever he puts his vibrato in, it's a very physical thing for him, and I think it's really interesting to see that. I'm wondering where he came to find that vibrato style, because for me, I do something completely different to get vibrato, and I think it's really interesting whenever I see stuff like that. I think it might be taught, or I'm not sure, but I like that.
추운 겨울 속 내게 따뜻한 봄날 같던 you. 순간들을 Baby 떠나지는 마 그냥 내 곁에 stay 작디 작은 날 크게 봐준 너에게 받은 만큼만 전할 수 있게 내가 했던 말 지킬 수 있게
So beautiful.
걱정하지 마 그냥 네 곁에 stay 어떤 날이 기다릴지 모르 무섭긴 하지만 겁이 나지만 함께라는 말 항상 잊지 마
This is a beautiful run.
마당 거라지 마 가볍지 않도록 이 말을 전할게요
I love that melody. The smile at the end, man. Yeah. Oh my god. The perfect little smile at the end of that music video was amazing. And like, honestly, that is such a beautiful Jimin song. It reminds me kind of like Promise a little bit, just in that style, how soft it is. It's not necessarily that anything in there sounds the same, but it's just very stylistically very similar to Promise. And I love that song as well too. This kind of got one of those like rainy car ride feels to it, where it's just like a good song to listen to kind of put you in a chiller mood. Absolutely love it. And I love the sentiment behind the actual lyrics to that song. The fact that that is a letter to ARMY, I think is so sweet. Such a Jimin thing. We've actually got one last video that we're going to be doing on the BTS solo journeys. And after that, I would like to kind of do a recap video and just talk about like what all I've learned and like just a retrospect of their entire solos catalog, because I think that they grew a ton from their first solo songs all the way to the end here. It has been wild. It's been such a cool journey to watch and see their growth in not only their music styles and their writings, but also their music videos and how much the production has improved and taken them places that are just wild and unexpected. For real, and thank y'all so much for spending a little bit of time with me today. I hope you guys are having a blessed day or night, whatever time it is you're watching this. Spread some positivity out there, be kind to each other, and if anybody needs anything at all of my socials are at John Reeves Live. Send me a message and I'll catch y'all next time. Freaking toodles!